First, we start with a basic U.S. Army infantry uniform consisting of an M37 shirt, M43 HBT trousers, gaiters, and dubbed low boots. We then put on our M41 field jacket. This field jacket has the insignia of the U.S. Army's 1st Infantry Division. What I am portraying in this video is a medic attached to the 16th Infantry Regiment of the 1st Infantry Division, which landed on Omaha Beach on D-Day. The 16th landed on the sectors of Fox Green and Easy Red of Omaha Beach specifically. We then put on our pistol belt, which in this case has 2 canteens for the medic and for the men he takes care of, and a first aid pouch, which was meant to contain a Carlisle first aid kit. We then put on our medic bags. These would contain bandages, tourniquets, painkillers, and other equipment that the medic would have needed to take care of injured soldiers on the beaches of D-Day. We then put on our Red Cross armband. This was permitted by the Geneva Convention to be worn in the upper left sleeve to allow the medic to be visible to enemy combatants as a medic who was thus a non-combatant and was not supposed to be shot by enemy soldiers. We then put on our gas mask bag. These bags were rubberized, which made them waterproof. These would have contained the gas mask, which the soldier would have needed to put on if the Germans decided to launch gas on the beaches during the D-Day landings. Shortly after the landings, most soldiers realized that gas wasn't going to be used in this theater of war, just like in all the other theaters of war, and they would throw the gas masks away and use the bag to store personal items like extra food and ammunition. We then put on our gas detection brassard. These brassards were made of a certain material that if they were exposed to poison gas, they would change to a red color. This would alert other troops coming into the area to put on their gas masks so they wouldn't be killed by the toxic chemicals. We then put on our M1928 haversack. This would have contained extra personal items such as food, sometimes ammunition, as well as socks and extra underwear. We also have our entrenching tool on the back, along with a meat can pouch which would have contained our mess tin. We then put on our M1 steel pot helmet. These helmets during the D-Day landings did not have the famous white circles with red crosses painted on them that we see in a lot of other pictures of medics during the war. This was because the Allied forces, when landing, did not know if the Germans were going to respect the Geneva Convention on the new front of the war. Shortly after the landings, a lot of medics painted the red crosses on their helmet. However, again, as they landed, they did not have the red crosses on their helmets, and they were typically left blank, as you see here. There you have it. There's the complete impression of what a U.S. Army medic would have worn when landing on D-Day on June 6, 1944. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.